Hey guys,Az here from Graded Cards Australia. Getting a lot of questions lately around CardVault and exactly how to add cards into CardVault. The good news is there's multiple ways to add cards in depending on if you wanted to do single cards or if you want to add in thousands or bulk at a time. So in this short tutorial, I'll show you how the easiest ways are to add cards into CardVault so you can start tracking your collection. Simplest method is adding a card manually. Now, as you can see, we are on the CardVault dash. You simply want to hit either add up here on the right, or easiest is right down dead center on the bottom. Now this is obviously PC. On mobile it's a little bit easier as you're going to be using the app. So you want to click the add button. From here it's going to open up this little panel where you can actually add in everything manually, and then fill out all these bits and then upload a front and back image. But alternatively you can click the upload image button here at the very top. Now, just for the purpose of this, I have put in a few Gary Ablett raw cards. We're going to add in some raw cards. I found that the experimentation part of it works probably better with raw cards because they generally sell more often than graded cards. So we'll add in this one here. Now, as you can see, it's doing AI card recognition. You can bypass that by putting all of the fields in manually, although it is fairly accurate, as you can see. When you apply, then if it is wrong, you can edit it from here. So obviously the card number and a couple other parts are wrong. We are going to change card number is A18. Now it's not graded, so we're going to leave that blank. That blank, all those things blank. You can add in pop counts. Purchase price and date are pretty important because it does help you track. How the card is evaluated over time, which happens automatically in CardVault. So that part is very important. You can put tags on them: rookie, investment, PC, for sale, rare, vintage, etc. You can make up your own tags. You can add them to different collections from here. And I'm going to also add the back image in. Yep, this is all correct. So 2012, Prime Select, All Australian, competition, and then you just go add card. And you can see it appears in my dash. Always make sure you put in a value as well. If you don't do that, then you're not going to obviously be able to track your cards collection. So make sure you put in values, even if it's just an estimate. You should have some idea of what the cards are worth if you own them. For this exercise, we'll add in a couple more. Okay, so the other way you can do it as well is by scanning. Now, if this was on your phone, obviously a PC, I'm not going to be able to scan it because it doesn't have a built-in camera like a phone does. But on your phone, when you hit that, if you've got the physical card in front of you, you can actually take a photo with your camera and that will upload it directly to CardVault, and CardVault will identify it from the photo, which is pretty cool. So you can click on that, but when you do it on PC, it just acts like the upload. So it's no real different to which way you do it on PC, but on phone it would be completely different. You would actually open up your camera and you could take a photo. Alright, so I've added my 3 cards. I've given them dummy values, so I'll be close to around about that. So they're the first 2 ways where you can hit add and hit either upload or scan. Okay, and you can add it in either manually or you can do it with AI, which is pretty cool. The third way you can do it is by bulk importing. If you're anything like me, you've probably got hundreds or even thousands of cards, and this is where bulk importing comes in. Instead of entering cards one by one, you can use our spreadsheet template. Simply populate the spreadsheet with your cards connect to your Google Sheet and import everything in bulk. Now you can do that up here. You can either do it from Google Sheets, where it'll connect to your Google account, which obviously is an online platform where you would have your Google Sheets with all your cards on it. The other way is by import CSV, which is, like Excel spreadsheets, CSV files. And you just hit that, click and upload the CSV, and you can bulk import that way there, and then add in the photographs later on. So that can save hours of manual entry, and it's obviously perfect for larger collections and people with larger collections. Now, I know this tutorial was just on adding cards, which we've done. We've covered that off, the simple process that you can see where I've added those 3 cards in. But I am going to show you a tool really quickly available on Pro. It's the AI grade estimator. Now, when you click on that, obviously it comes down to either take a photo. So again, on your phone app, this will actually take a photo, or you can upload front and back. So again, let's have a look. Let's see what it thinks about these. And this has been a really popular tool so far amongst the people that have the Pro upgrade. Available at $7.99 per month. As you can see, it's analyzing. Now it uses AI here, and it'll give you a reasonably accurate what it believes is an interpretation of a grade. Now it's saying estimated grade 7, 6 to 8. Now it does break down why, but as you can see, these are in penny sleeves. You can see, because this has been done with a high resolution flatbed scanner, my Epson 600, it's so detailed, it picks up even the dust and the micro follicles, whatever, micro particles. It's got you can see the sleeves, the inner sleeve, and then the card savers in detail. So they're obviously got a bit of dust on them in this situation when I've scanned them. But I believe it picks that up and tells you to remove them. So if I was to remove them, you'd probably find these would bump up a little bit. I'm not saying they get 10s, but it might bump the grade up. It's got medium confidence, and then here it breaks down why. So the major concerns: visible surface scratches on the back, very apparent on the dark background, which I've always spoken about, dark backgrounds with grading. Corner softening where are multiple corners, especially bottom corners. You can see it's picked up that bit there. Whether or not that is actual, or is it just the actual card has discoloration, I'm not sure. But it's picking up those 2 corners there. You can see there's a little bit of whitening there. That could just be the actual color. I think it's the color of the shape goes that way. I don't think it's actual wear on the card, but it's picking it up. It doesn't know that, which is a good pickup. Minor edge roughness and small nicks on multiple edges. So it's picking up that's edge stuff. Again, that could be the dust on the scanner and the dust on the actual sleeves. So you'd have to take them out. Light surface scuff marks on the front surface. And here it is here. It's a card housed in sleeve, precise centering and corner assessment slightly limited. And that's basically it telling me that I shouldn't have it inside a card saver and a sleeve as well, because it's not going to be as accurate as it possibly can be. It's also picked up some light scuffing on the front. Whether or not that's just these dust particles, I'm not sure, but it's picked it up. And then it's given it a condition breakdown. It's given us a condition breakdown here. Centering corners, edging surface, which are obviously the 4 things that you get marked on by all graders. Print defects, visible damage, front condition and back condition. So it's a fairly logical conclusion and assessment. And obviously that does not mean that the card would only grade from a 6 to 8. It's just what the computer thinks. So a fair assessment. But it's a very, very handy tool if you're trying to figure out where your grades might sit pre-grading. then you can use this tool to give you a rough guide. Doesn't mean that you're going to get a 6 or 8. It just means that that's where it feels it might land based on what you've uploaded. And what we might do is actually do in another separate video is I'll pull these out, do 3 or 4 cards that I'm thinking of grading, run them through the AI grader and just see how accurate it actually is. I'll send it off to CGA and we'll get them graded in a little tutorial session, and something fun to see just on how accurate it can be and how reliable that it could be down the track. And that's it. Whether adding one card or multiple cards, CardVault gives you a quick way to really track your collection and track it fast. Keep an eye out for the next tutorial video. We'll dive into a few other features as well. We'll make this a full series that everyone can get behind and understand exactly how to use the tools that are provided for you. But thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Peace.